crowd will soon change from being disappointed that the heptathletes aren't doing their lap of honor when they realize that the fastest men on the world are down there at the end of the straight for the final, the men's 100 meters. The world record set by Usain Bolt in Beijing, 9.69. The world lead this year set by Tyson Gay, 9.77. The three fastest 100-meter men of all time are here in the 100 meters. Here is the man who set 4 world records, Asafa Powell. Here is the US record holder, Tyson Gay, 9.77. Twice he's run. The defending champion, one of the all-time greats, and a man who's transcended the sport of athletics, thrilling the whole world with his achievements in Beijing. 3 gold medals, 3 world records, the one and only Usain Bolt in the final of the men's 100 meters. Plenty of support, of course, from Jamaica as they see their men, Bolt in lane 4 and Powell in lane 6, with the defending champion, Tyson Gay, in between those men. The final moments of preparation for the men's 100 meters.
Well, the atmosphere is absolutely electric. We've been talking about this being a great duel, and look at the banter going between Asafa Powell and Usain Bolt. And this man, Tyson Gay, can he stop the Jamaican dominance? Can Asafa Powell prove that he's no longer the nearly man? Twice he's finished 5th in Olympic finals, but Usain Bolt and Tyson Gay, that's the duel we've come to see, and that's the outcome we will witness with bated breath.
Steve.
Well, the whole world has been waiting for this since the Olympics, really. Tyson Gay in form against Usain Bolt. Well, it's the casual against the serious, isn't it? There's the man, relaxed, and, well, he should be, really. He's got 3 gold medals in his pocket already. And there's the support team with the arms aloft. This man looks very, very serious indeed, Tyson Gay, to the right. He's walking away. He doesn't want to be between the 2 big men, the 2 Jamaicans. He's trying to concentrate as best he can while the others are joking around. It's very tough for him. Whether or not he has got any injury there that he's been holding back on, he'll have to forget about that now and get on with the job in hand.
There is the full lineup. Every single one of the men in this lineup has run 100 meters in less than 10 seconds. And the men in the middle lanes are the 3 fastest of all time. The world record holder, Bolt, the US record holder, Gay, and the former world record holder, Asafa Powell. Tyson Gay, a little bit of a question on his injury problems early in the year, but he's run before these championships under 980 3 times. So, from the inside, we have Dwayne Chambers of Great Britain, the bronze medalist 10 years ago and 4th in 2001. We have Mark Burns of Trinidad and Tobago in his 3rd World Championship final. Those times in his progression to get to this final, and his personal best is 9.96, doing his best to get relaxed before the big event. Next to him, we have, as the crowd look on in keen anticipation, the man who's made the biggest improvement this year, from Antigua, Daniel Bailey. 1st, 2nd, and 4th in Golden League events this year. He's looked terrific in qualifying, and he's run 9.91 this season and sub-10 in his semi-final earlier today. Everyone anticipating now as we come to the big 3, the big moments as the big man, the huge man, is introduced to the crowd, the great Usain Bolt, the top name in athletics and one of the greatest names in the whole world of sport, a great showman and a fantastic talent. We've known that since he was a 15-year-old, and now we see him at the height of his majestic sprinting. We saw that in Beijing. What is he going to do today as he goes through his familiar warm-up? Usain Bolt, the world record holder at 9.69, goes in lane 4. Next to him, the defending champion, the double champion from Osaka 2007, the American record holder. He equaled up this year. It's Tyson Gay, third quickest of all time at 9.77. Didn't look quite as good as Bolt in his semi-final, but he still won with finishing with great power and great speed. This man, the second Jamaican in the lineup, 4 world records. Asafa Powell, third 2 years ago, but the little question mark, he has tended to freeze in the big event, only 5th in the last 2 Olympic Games, but nonetheless, he's run 53 times, a world record, sub 10 seconds, and he looked, from the form he's shown so far, to be ready. Then we have Davis, Doc, Patton of the USA, second in the US Championships, a silver medalist in the 200 meters in the World Championships 6 years ago, and a man with a best of 9.89. Another man who ran sub 10 seconds to get through to this final. Davis Patton, the second of the Americans in this field. 2 Americans, 2 Jamaicans, 1 for Antigua, 1 from Great Britain. And then we have a second man from Trinidad and Tobago with his strong Caribbean influence. It's the Olympic silver medalist, Richard Thompson. Again, sub 10 seconds to qualify, and a personal best from last year of 9.89. Very, very rare do we see such a talented lineup. Steve Barrett.
This is a dream race, really. You couldn't put it together better than this. And it's the World Championship final. You can almost sense the crowd waiting now for the gun. And the athletes themselves are probably the most relaxed in all the stadium. I'm going to go like a jet. Yeah, you probably will, Usain. Let's just wait and see.
It's hard to believe that Usain Bolt can be as relaxed as he is. Now the moment of truth comes. A piece of sporting history we are about to witness. Who will become the champion of the world here in Berlin?
The final of the men's 100 meters. The IAF World Championships of Athletics here in Berlin 2009. Chambers, Burns, Bailey, Bolt, Powell, Patton and Thompson. The hush descends on this mighty, packed arena. Bolt, Gay, Powell, 4, 5 and 6. They're away. Terrific start by Daniel Bailey. Usain Bolt, though, getting into his running. Here he comes. Usain Bolt, challenged by Tyson Gay. Usain Bolt, 2 clear meters. Tyson Gay in second place. And in third place, Asafa Powell.
9.58! Smashing the world record. Unbelievable! He's done it again. A year later, rewriting the world record again.
That is the most incredible piece of sprinting the world has ever seen. Absolutely breathtaking. He didn't just break his world record, he absolutely shattered it. Is there anything this man is not capable of? We've just seen some
history in the Olympic Stadium where Jesse Owens starred in 1936. It's got a new track, it's got a blue track, but history once again made here as he's congratulated by Asafa Powell. Powell ran 9.84. He got the bronze medal. He ran fast as never done before. Tyson Gay smacked the American record, 9.71, but way out in front of the 2 of the greatest sprinters the world has ever seen, possibly the second and third greatest ever. We've got Usain Bolt at 9.58. Tyson Gay ran the race of his life. Take nothing away, 9.71.
He cannot bow his head to that, Tyson Gay. He must be proud. He's run a personal best in the most sensational final we've surely ever seen. Wherever you're watching this in the world, many years from now, you will remember where you were when you saw Usain Bolt destroy world-class opposition and his own phenomenal world record. 9.58. They are figures that we can hardly believe.
Staggering performance, absolutely beautiful to watch. This is the greatest human sprinter of all time, no question about that. You cannot destroy a field whose times themselves could be world records, national records, season's best, by the margin which he did, if you are not the most superb of athletes.
And here's the photograph that will flash around the whole of the world. You'll see it everywhere. New world record, 9.58. And there's the great man, Usain Bolt, undoubtedly one of the great figures in the world of sport.
Well, it was only a few days ago we were in a press conference where they actually scientifically diagnosed his performance at the Beijing Games and said that he couldn't go any faster than about 9.65. Well, he's proved them wrong yet again. Science has got nothing to do with sheer unadulterated brilliance of this man.
And it's not just his speed that you've got to admire, his capacity to remain relaxed and look as though he's enjoying what he's doing under the most intense of pressure is absolutely remarkable. He does not seem to be bothered by the occasion at all. Tyson Gay, I think he's in shock, to be honest. A national record for the American, but he was a class below the greatest sprinter the world has ever seen. If we marvelled at Usain Bolt a year ago, what are we doing now? He completes the set. He is once again the world record holder. He's the Olympic champion, and he's added the one thing missing from his phenomenal cabinet. He is now the champion of the world as well. Every title, every major honour is his, and he is the darling of world athletics.
And you just love going over to Jamaican fans, Jamaican flags seen everywhere. Jamaica, the powerhouse of sprinting, they demonstrated that in the Beijing Olympics. No doubt they'll do so again, not only in this race where they've got 2 medals, but also in the women's race. And of course we've got relays still to come. A really great race. Just one man was out of it, Darvis Patton, in last place at 10:34. Chambers and Burns did 10 seconds exactly in 6th and 7th, and the other 5 with Bailey 4th and Thompson 5th broke 10. Let's look again. Bolt got a good start, not quite as quick as some of the others in the race, but Steve, once he gets into his running, we've never seen the like.
No, you cannot understand what is going through the rest of the minds of the other sprinters. Tyson Gay is running a time that is absolutely sensational, and he's been dismissed, literally dismissed. He's still looking around at this speed as well. There may be even more in the tank for this man if he really pulls all the stops. Look at him. Where's Tyson? He's thinking, where is he? Well, he's a long way back, Usain. He is a long, long way back.
Well, Usain was looking at the clock there. He didn't look at it first in Beijing. He is this time. He got a reaction time of 0.146. 3 men were quicker. Gay, though, very fast running indeed. He pretty much held him over the last 10 metres or so, but of course by then Bolt had flown away as he's even meeting the mascot.
The other great debate we had after that Beijing final, when Bolt eased up such a long way before the line, was how much quicker can he go? Well, he's answered that. He's taken 11 hundredths of a second off his own world record. It was just incredible, and it was nice to see him run through the line. A little word too about Asafa Powell. Good bronze medal for him. He's on the podium and he's sharing in the occasion, but this man is poetry in motion.
Majestic sprinting, a huge man. We saw him start his career at 400 metres and 200 metres. Now he's down at the 100 metres and he's as near perfection as you can get, striding out. I mean, he's so much bigger than all the rest of the men. Just to complete the stats on it, the wind speed was well within the permitted limit, but it was just slightly behind them, which helped at plus 0.9 metres per second.
Well, let's not take anything away from Tyson Gay. I mean, the man saved his best to last, didn't he? 9.71, a national record. There he is. Having to suffer, really, at the hands of probably the most superb sprinter we'll ever see, in my lifetime anyway.
He looks slightly shocked, Tyson Gay. I'm not sure he can quite believe what he saw. He ran a champions race, the winner from Osaka 2 years ago. To run a national record under huge pressure in a major final takes real quality. But Usain Bolt just has that extra gear that none of us have ever seen from a sprinter before.
Well, you can't explain it away, and I hope they're not asking him to, because He's actually run a marvellous race, Tyson Gay. I didn't think he would be able to run that fast, actually, Peter.
Well, he's taken .06 off the American record. He's moved ahead of Asafa Powell now into the second fastest man in history. And, you know, when you're second fastest to a man like this, that is just fantastic. Well, they're standing as well they might in tribute to the great men there. And there's two gold medalists down there. Jessica Ennis just behind him as well. Asafa Powell with the bronze medal. And it's good to see Asafa Powell running really well, because he has tended to freeze in big occasions before. He certainly didn't on this occasion, because 9:84 is no mean time. He has run quicker, of course, and he couldn't live with the top two. But no disgrace there. And whereas we were critical of him in the Olympic Games, certainly not then.
Okay, well, that's the 100. We've still got the 200. What can we expect if he's running in this sort of shape?
Well, yeah, I mean, we never really expected Michael Johnson's world record to get broken. It did happen to Bolt in the Olympic Games. He did, of course, run all out in that race, which he hadn't in the 100. But nonetheless, he's getting better. He's getting more mature. He's learning his trade. Heavens.
Well, we don't know, but having said that, it's going to be wonderful to watch again a bit later in the programme. Well, the crowd are still here. There's nothing going on. They just want to stay. They don't want to go home. They just want to bask in all of this, really.
We cannot underestimate what this man has done for the sport of athletics. This was it. This was the big jewel. The big three. The fastest men in the history of the sport. And if you just take a little look at Asafa Powell on the left of screen, running 9:84, we can't see him. What we can see is this man looking round. Where's Tyson Gay? Is that the time? 9.58.
And there is the historic photo of the fastest time we've ever seen for a 100 metres by a huge margin. Even Prince Albert can scarce believe it. That's the reaction of a dedicated athletics fan. Wow. The result of the men's 100 metres, that fantastic world record to Usain Bolt, 9.58. Tyson Gay smashing the American record to take the silver medal. Asafa Powell running 9:84. Bailey and Thompson, more Caribbean athletes, under 10 seconds. Dwayne Chambers, Mark Burns, 10 seconds exactly. Look at those season's best there. Darvis Patton, 10:34. Wind speed fine, 0.9. The fastest time we've ever seen. And Tyson Gay, the outstanding charismatic character of the sport. The one and only Usain Bolt finds the energy to jump up onto that rostrum, having set a superlative world that he could run, and he provided the answer. There it is, 9.58 seconds. Even he will have to go some to beat that record. It was one of the greatest moments in the history of our sport. Of that, be in no doubt at all. It was a truly Beeman-esque performance, and Usain Bolt goes into the record books. Well, the whole of the Jamaican nation can be truly proud of this man, and indeed they can of Asafa Powell as he goes through his routine. But indeed it's...
But maybe a lot lower than that. 9.8, 9.7, maybe the benchmark now for world sprinting. The same way that the 4-minute mile was once seen as the main target for milers. That's been surpassed, and now I think Usain Bolt has opened a new era. It's in the era now of the 9.5 sprint men.
Well, Steve, I was thinking last night when we went back after a fabulous night here in the Olympic Stadium, I think it was Dwayne Chambers who finished with 10 flat with the season's best.
He was almost half.